My name is Olavi Clegg. I just quickly like to say a few things why an average Nigerian leaders, particularly the bad ones who've got terrible and bad, dangerous precedents to reference in our lifetime from inception of the Nigerian state in 1960 to date. An average Nigerian leader wouldn't definitely survive in civilized, or let's just hypothetically say, a more thorough, uh, well, you know, monitored society vis-a-vis UK, United States, of course Canada, and then even probably you could just even draw it closer to like maybe South Africa or probably you know some other part of like even like well-structured Kenya. An average Nigerian leader, particularly within the ruling elite, the ruling class, is a showman and or show lady kind of who wants to flaunt his or wealth. Uh, they want to express power by virtue of order, by way of trying to make everything he or she wants or desires gets done immediately. Yeah, an average, Nigerian leader can't even survive in United States or UK because the array of fleet of vehicles they command within their yards. Probably you got like a Porsche. For those who've got like Bentley, you are going to pay precisely an insurance monthly based on the value of the vehicle you tend to drive. This they get away with in Nigeria because they know we're not paying attention to our laws. They know that our laws are so weak, and then they know that the more it gets weakened, they get away with impunity, they get away with criminality, they get away with injustice, they get away with fraud, they get away with corruption. How on earth can you expect a leader to provide very formidable world class hospital when the same leader doesn't believe in seeking medical health locally? How on earth do you expect an average Nigerian leader to believe that the moment every road is tarred to a world class stage and then status, they know that you're already having access to other infrastructure that the global world is already enjoying in the 21st century? Imagine a Nigerian leader who will have a nanny who can afford 3 to 4 drivers, one for the office, one for the home, one for the wife called Madame, or if were to be the one for the kids and all that. Such a lavish, stupendous lifestyle being lived in a country where an average citizen leaves less than $1 a day. I mean, we've got heartless leaders who get away with even, we want to say, more smarter, intelligent, and more academically inclined robbery, as the belief that, of course, the proviso within the Constitution says that you cannot, of course, uh, be declared, wanted, or probably just like you cannot even be, you can only be alleged, but of course you can be pronounced guilty until there has been a competent jurisdiction, court, you know, that has pronounced the latter to be, guilty. They know all of this. They know how weak in our laws are, and it's a wake up call to the Nigerian populace. It's a wake up call to the countrymen that we need to start having healthy, responsible, intelligent, and intellectually, uh, I mean, embellished conversation with regards to our leaders. Are we really paying attention to our leaders? From the councillors within our local government to the chairman within our local government to, of course, the governors in our state, to, of course, we'll take it back again to the House of Rep members, to the local state House of Assembly members, to our Senate, representative. Out of 109 senators, you have never seen one say one day that, oh, the bogus amount we tend to earn, like about 14 million per month, is quite outrageous and it doesn't commensurate with the standard of living of average Nigerian. And by so doing, he or she is rejecting or possibly cutting down into a ratio of about three and then returning back to the public or government coffers. Nigerian leaders wouldn't patronize our hospitals, they wouldn't patronize uh, even when it comes to our locally made products. When you go to the United States, you go to the United Kingdom, you still see products labeled made in China. China is a very vast, huge economy. And if they've been able to make things towards penetrating other economies, the superb economies of the world, I mean, why can't we just begin to think and internalize that there are things we can do to make our country much more competitive and futuristic for our younger generation. An average Nigerian, political leader elite is so reckless that they believe that power is everything, and absolutely power is also everything. Because we all know that power corrupt and absolute power corrupt absolutely. A Nigerian leader feels that he's going to provide medical health, he's going to provide sound medical health care system, and does not believe in the same system. An average leader will tell you he's going to fix the education. He doesn't have his or her kids within our local schools. And average Nigerian leaders will tell you, oh, I think one of the other things they can come up right now with is, okay, they can start alleviating poverty by giving handouts to the less privileged. Come on, guys. It's a digital world, it's a jet age. Why not try as much as possible for us, particularly the legislators? Be very sincere to yourself and to one another. Come up with proactive legislations barring and banning public officials from seeking medical health assistance abroad. We all know it is also, we can't sound like we're not schooled or we're not educated. It's within your right to go anywhere and seek medical help. However, we're never going to get globally standardized medical healthcare system so long we keep accessing from other countries. Again, these are Nigerian leaders who can afford a driver, a nanny, of course, put all together because those people are helpless and they need to make ends meet. All of this lifestyle they don't enjoy outside the world because when they are there, they respect the law, they get their brain configured and completely reconfigured so that it can be intended with what is obtainable in the society they found themselves. An average Nigerian leader could just get out of a vehicle, probably because there's a little kind of head-on collision, and slap the other man in the car, saying, "Do you know who I am?" You dare not do that in civilized or probably other what powers countries. You know you're definitely going to jail. We need to start paying attention, and that's my canvas for today's broadcast. To join me on my channel, it's just basically an advocacy platform where we would start challenging the Nigerian leaders, particularly with intellectual and robust debate and engagement, trying to see that we are able to foster a new thinking. And in the end, we all will begin to galvanize strength in ensuring that we have responsible laws that would be able to hold total excessive use of power and abuse of office in check when we're able to put them in check, and also we're able to curb all kinds of practices that have given us and painted us in bad light, and again also brought our society in a state of comatose. I want to enjoy Nigerians. We're vast, we're vastly intelligent, we're globally very much hardworking. We've got talent. Is it in the entertainment world? Is it in the craft? Is it in art? Is it even when it comes to innovations, technological innovation? Let's start thinking and let's start also galvanizing. Imagine if we all come together as countrymen and build globally international world class healthcare facility where we can start diagnosing, I mean, doing some kind of diagnosis for cancer patients, for those who've got one or two brain tumor, where like some kind of those who are suffering from even typical, very basic maternal health care that have led to the loss of lives, innocent lives that we could have ordinarily saved or would have been saved. I think we need to start, having very fresh, renewed, more, bigger driven engagement so we can have a better future ahead. Thanks so much for joining me, and I appreciate for listening. I'll be joining you some other time again to keep a date with me. Thank you, and then stay fit. Bye for now. Once again, we need to start paying attention to the conducts by Nigerian leaders, particularly the disgusting and bad ones who have made our country, you know, become so bad when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to political emancipation of the average Nigerian, raising them from very poor and terrible standards of living. Uh, I do believe that we need to start paying attention to these leaders, that they are not worth being in office if things are not going right for us. We need to change the conversation. Thank you.